remembered the clang of the great bell earlier. Surely even a big fire couldn't travel all the way down to Queen's Road. "Miss Hunt, the mister sent me up to tell you and the missus. Miss told me I should get you both out of the house. It's not safe." It was John Evans, who worked for Papa at the shop and was their man of all work about the house. When Lily turned to Evans, the stranger took off at a run down the road to bring the word to other families. She had only a quick impression of him: sandy hair under a flat cap, a smudge of ash on a cheekbone. Had he been that close to the fire? Looking west towards the site of the fire, she saw the sky was darker there, smokier than the general haze of the sky. She turned back to Evans. "Papa really believes we need to leave the house?" "Yes, miss. Is the missus lying down?" "I'll go wake her." Evans was accustomed to all their habits, including her mother's mid-afternoon rests and frequent headaches. It embarrassed Lily that her mother's weakness was so apparent. Even the servants took it into account. She hurried into the house and up the stairs as John Evans continued talking below. "Me and Sal, we'll just get the little handcart, and you and the missus can tell us what things you wants put in it. The mister said not to take nothing bigger than a handcart, and I should get you all up to Bannerman Park." Lily crossed the upstairs hall to her mother's door. Below she could hear the reassuring rumble of Evans's voice and the higher shrill of Sally the housemaid taking in news of the fire. Eleanor Hunt was in deep sleep, her drapes drawn, her room gloomy as an underwater cave. The air itself felt thicker in here, an element to swim through rather than breathe. One of Lily's earliest childhood memories was of standing in this doorway, teetering on the threshold, wanting her mother but not wanting to breach the solitude of that room of the afternoon rest. Lily shook her mother awake. By the time she had managed to wake her enough to convince her there really was a fire sweeping through the town, and Father wanted them to leave the shelter of the house for the open spaces of the new park, Evans was in the doorway, cap pressed to the front of his shirt. "Miss, ma'am, sorry to trouble you, but did you have any thought about what you might want to put on the cart?" "Cart?" Eleanor echoed, still not fully awake. "I'm not riding up to the park on a cart." "No, ma'am, a hand cart. The mister said we should take a little cart. Me and Sally only needs to know what to put in, like things you might want to save if the house were to go, God forbid." Eleanor's eyes widened. "It won't come to that, surely. Why, we'd have to take—" Lily stepped forward to forestall the image of her mother loading everything in the house, from her wardrobe full of dresses to the grandfather clock downstairs, onto a handcart. At 19 she was more the woman of the house than her mother was, and a crisis like this required firm decision, a quality Eleanor had always lacked. "We should take a few of the nice blankets, I suppose, in case we're out long and it gets cool this evening." She couldn't imagine being gone longer than that. Surely they would be back in the house by nightfall, the danger past. The silver in the box downstairs," she said. "Sally will know about that." She took her mother's family Bible from the nightstand, the one with years of careful annotations, with the Hunt and Stone family trees lovingly inscribed in the front, and handed it to Evans. "Take this and Father's strong box. I'll bring that. Mother, take your pearls." "The clock," her mother said, and for a mad moment Lily did think she meant the grandfather clock, until she pointed at the fine old mantel clock above the bedroom fireplace. "That painting, the one downstairs. It was a gift from my mother. Oh, and my furs." As Lily had feared, her mother trailed off, unable to stop, listing things she could not live without, and as she wandered vaguely about the room,